Okay, we'll start this a wee bit different. As you can see, there's a clean up to happen before we can get the videos done. So, we need to sort all that. There we go, sorted. Right, that's my lineup to get set for the video. And you'll probably hear that the audio's mad in here. I've got fans and heaters and all sorts going on. So let's get cracking. Let's make this movie magic. Hello guys, and welcome back to the Black Lodge. Hope you're keeping well. Hope that spring is sprung wherever you are. It's not happened here yet. It's bloody Baltic, hence why I've got this stupid hat on. Part of me thinks I'm looking in the mirror here. Part of me thinks I should take it off, but I think my hair's probably just as wild. You know what? We'll go with the wild hair, because it's rude, isn't it, to wear a hat indoors. So, welcome. How's everything? I'm going to start. Should have done this before recording. I am pouring myself a measure of one of the best value drinking bourbons, in my opinion. The old Wild Turkey 101. Picked that up for 20 quid. £20 to the Americans, which would be, given exchange rates, I don't know. I don't even know what the exchange rates are. Does anybody care? Probably about $24, $25. It's just like, oh, it's quality. Nice and sweet, easy going. That higher ABV, 50.5, and then a wee can of the old San Miguel to wet the whistle. So what's been happening since the last video? Well, my last video has been my most successful video I've ever done, which has been really exciting. So I'm absolutely ready for this to just plummet into oblivion moving forward. There's a wee bit of pressure put myself when I'm looking at the numbers going, okay, what do people want? I think people do want more out and about videos of seeing what's in stores and stuff. I love watching bottle hunt videos predominantly from the States. So I'm happy to get out and do them. It's just finding the time, and to be honest, it wasn't really so much a bottle hunt as the last one was me just walking back from like Hyde Park to where I need to get my train. But we will continue it. If you like those, please comment. I know that seems really silly and YouTubery, but it helps guide me in terms of like what's interesting. I'll still do what I find interesting, but if anybody watching wants to see more stuff like that, please let me know. On that note, of the bottle hunts, Springbank, has anybody seen any in the wild? I'm not talking about your local shop elites. I'm not talking about the people with bots scooping it up or people chucking it into auction. I have not seen a single bottle of local barley on a shelf anywhere. I've not been able to buy one. I've not won any ballots. Nowhere. That's fine. I've spoken about this before. That's what happens. It's just a little frustrating when you see other surveys and videos and that, and everybody's singing the praises of Springbank, and it's a little disheartening when you then go into certain Facebook groups and stuff and you see people just put mountains of the stuff. And I think some of the groups are starting to crack down on it. But look, each to their own. A friend of mine sold his sherry, his single cask PX Springbank that he had because he got offered a stupid amount of money for it, and he was delighted with it. And this week we saw what they were going for at auction, and it broke his heart. So he's something you're like, the madness just keeps going. When it gets to $4.50 for a bottle that people are paying like 80, 90 quid for, especially now with everything that's going on with bills and cost of living and stuff, you can't, no judgment, do whatever you have to do. It's just frustrating when it's the next level beyond that when it's hoarding, because it is definitely becoming an issue, not just with Springbank, but whiskey in general, the hoarding. I say as I've got fucking bottles and bottles behind me, I get it, but what I mean is casks being hoarded, people asking for stupid amounts of money for new bottles of Kalila, 10-year-old, 110 quid. Not happening. Sorry, not happening. I understand why some people need to put it out at that price, because the barrel prices have been held so high now, but not happening. Anyway, it's not a rant podcast. I've actually, for the first time, put notes. So I just wanted to talk about the Springbank local barley, because I did mention it in the last video. Didn't win anything. None at all. Next up on that ballot trail is the Adelphi chichibu. Obviously, my last video I got really lucky and got the London edition one, which I'm delighted with. This Adelphi chichibu, not been seen online. I've seen it in 2 places online since it's been released. I've seen all the other releases from Adelphi. I've seen it in 2 places. One, instantly gone, Master of Malts, gone. Don't even know if it was in stock at any time. And 2, Good Spirits Company, who are running a ballot, which I've entered. And Good Spirits Company always run tricky ballots. They always ask questions or trick questions, or they want you to submit something. And so I've submitted my answer to their question for this ballot, but I still suspect there's something else going on. Not in a bad way, just I feel like it could be tricked out. So I'm not holding out hope for that. I'm just very curious where all the bottles went, because they're not getting put up for sale. So if we see a flood of them at auction, just saying, then we know what's happening. Not on Adelphi's part, but more on retailers. I was lucky enough recently to go to the Whisky Exchange at Borough High Street, London Bridge. They class it as London Bridge store because it's near the station, but it's on Borough High Street, so I class it as Borough. Went to a barrel top tasting there. We had at that, there was Tomatin, there was Stawning, Danish whiskey, there was, I'm just testing my memory here, there was Cavalan whiskey, there was Glenmorangie, or Murray, how do you pronounce that? Let me know, because I think it's Murray, but people are saying Murray, but it's a bit of a strange one. You had that, and you also had the lakes, and yes, that's Star Wars, that's not the lakes, and I forgot to mention Star Wars, and I've deleted the lakes clip. Oops. Really pleasantly surprised, especially there was a lakes blend, and I've got the clips. I'm going to drop the clips in and probably just keep talking over and think about what actually was happening at the time. But the lakes blend, which when we tasted it was such a surprise. It combined like 3 different place flavour profiles. So almost like an Islay, then a vegetally kind of lowlandy, dare I say daffodil, but not daffodil, but you know, that vegetal kind of light grassiness that comes with that. And then, yeah, you had the smokiness, and there was loads going on in the palate, and we were really surprised. And then it wasn't just us, other people just started buying bottles of it, because you could buy on the night and you had a £5 with your entry £5 voucher off anything. So great fun, really good fun. And then proceeded to leave my bag there when I left, so I had to get up first thing in the morning, come all the way back into London to get my bag that had my laptop and stuff in it. So just remember, guys, be careful when you're on the drams, because you can get really forgetful. Shall we get into the fun stuff? I've got some stuff that I've ordered and I've not opened. Well, one's not been opened, so let's get into the fun stuff. Delivery. I know what this is. This is, I joined, because I regretted not doing it when the opportunity was there the first time, I joined the Ardnamurchan Adventurers Club. I think it cost me like 50 odd quid around about Christmas time, maybe just after Christmas. And when I did that, I got a rather fetching Ardnamurchan snood that, to be honest, I don't know if I'll ever wear it, but it's nice. I like it. And I got some other bits and pieces from them. But as part of the club, you get to feedback stuff, you get to pick bottles that they might release in future, etc, etc. Oh god, I should have opened this before I did this. Let's do the magic of editing. Okay, magic editing. We got to here. This is well protected. So we have Adelphi, as you can see here. Don't need that in my life right now. Don't need this in my life. So this is the Glengarry. It's took me the longest time to know how to pronounce that. Which is, in my head that would pronounce Glengarrick. But it's Glengarry. So I've been told, unless I'm getting completely mixed up. Distilled at Glengarry in 2011, bottled in 2023. The Adventurer's exclusive, one of 452 bottles, 59.4%. Exciting stuff. Selected by Adelphi Distillery, Ardnamurchan Distillery. So, you're seeing it for the first time, same as me. Look at that. Step back and see if you can see. If not, I'll do a wee close up with the label. But it's got the wee Adventurers logo on it. Exclusive for us. Aye, delighted with that. Really looking forward to trying it. 'Cause if you know, you know apparently about Glengarry. That seems to be a general consensus that it's very, very good. By the way, Royal Mail Whisky, who handled the shipping and stuff of this, good job on the packing. The bottles arrived very safe, but by God, that was not expected. So we've got this. We'll stick this here now, behind me. That's bottle number 1. Bottle number 2, as I mentioned at the barrel top tasting, you got a £5 thing. I ran out, so it was time to pick up yet another bottle of the phenomenal sherry blend of Thompson Brothers. I can't sing the praises of this highly enough. Love it. You can check out, I'll put the video, let me see, where do we go on the video? Put the video here, video somewhere, click on it. This will actually I've bought because I am going to be hosting a charity whiskey tasting in a few weeks' time. First time I've ever held a tasting, so that's quite intimidating. We are looking to raise money for the Syria and Turkey earthquake appeal with the DEC. As things stand, I've raised just under £2,000 for the tasting, so I must admit I'm a little bit nervous what expectations are. However, the fun part is they're going to get 5 really good drams minimum. We've had some people say that they might be able to help me out with a couple of extra bottles, but we've got 5 core drams, in my opinion, that we're going to do. I'm going to do a pairing with those of a sweet thing or a food stuff. Very simple, because quite a few of the people coming aren't whiskey drinkers. They're coming for the charity aspect. The range of whiskies are going to be, there's Scottish, there's Irish, there is Japanese, there may be English. I'm still trying to figure that out. We may do American. I might try and make it all that, but at the moment there's a kind of few foreign ones, for me, foreign being Scottish, and then the rest Scottish. I think I'm going to do a video on that next, because what I'm going to have to do is, I need to do a dry run on it. I need to do the tasting, get my notes, get my flow, and understand how the hell you do it, because I think we're going to have 20 people. So it's exciting. Big shout out to the Whisky Exchange at London Bridge, because that's where it's getting held. They've done me a huge favour and helped me out for this, for charity. And if you've been there to any tasting there, they have a beautiful room. So really excited for that. So that's why I picked up that Thompson's blend. That's going to be one of them, because the story behind it's great, it's fantastic, and it's fairly easy for them to purchase. If anybody really enjoys it, they can get it afterwards. So we've got that. And then, not fanboying, but I had to buy it. I also then had to buy this when I was sorting out. It was on the shelf at the Whisky Exchange, and it's really good. Blue Spot. If you've been fortunate enough to have any of the spots, I spoke about this before. I like Irish whiskey. I bought the Teeling one the other week. this, in my opinion, is probably the best of the spots. The blue spot comes in at 58.9% cask strength, non-chill filtered. I'm really excited to crack into it. I also have the gold spot that I got last year. I also have the red spot. So I ran out of my green spot. So I need to pick up one of those, and I'll need to get a yellow one because I'm just a bit like that, where I just need the set. So we will be picking that up. Not immediately, there's no rush, but it'll happen. I'll complete the set. So I've got 3 good bottles that I've picked up recently. As I said, the Thompson's Brother one will be getting cracked in for the tasting. The blue spot, I'll definitely be getting into that soon enough, but I'm wanting to do that. I want to do that as a flight with the different spots, because I think that would be quite an interesting wee experiment. Obviously, with that being cask strength, it's a different level from the others. But I did have it in the summer at the Temple Bar Whiskey Bar. It was great. Then I went to the Palace Bar and had the gold spot. And the gold spot was very good, but I preferred the blue spot. So I want to see if that still holds up. And then obviously, we have the Adelphi Glengarry, which I'm excited to get into. I've not had Glengarry before. I know nothing about the profile. I might go in blind to it. Might not look up anything. I think I'm going to obviously need some water with it at 59.4%. Is it just me? Take the preps with the water. A few people I've spoken to are like, nah, we don't water down any, which is mad. I know Derek, artisan owner, never puts water in his whiskey. Loves it, but that's next. He's elite level tasting. Would you call it a dram? If it's a bourbon, can't really call it a dram. Don't know. I've not had time to drink my bourbon, or even have a swig of the good stuff. But I hope you are all keeping well. I hope the whiskey gods have been shining down upon you. You've managed to, maybe you've been lucky and got Springbank. Let me know. Have you had the exact same head banging nonsense that I've been having, where you're just never going to get anything, it feels like, and then occasionally you'll stumble upon something? Or have you discovered something new? Like I said, the Lakes blend, really impressed. That was probably my standout of the ones I had. It's some good, like they were all decent, the whiskies at the barrel top, but that Lakes blend was just something else. The reason I held off is because I think I'm getting a bottle soon, so I didn't buy it on the night because I thought I'll put my fiver towards the tasting. And aye, that's me. Job done. Sorry it's not been as action packed as the other ones, but can't it all be mad on the hunt for James Bond and all that? Oh, James Bond, I missed out. It was on the shelf in a shop. Never saw it. And then when I did see it, it was gone. At RRP. So aye, that's a bummer to end on. Cheers guys. Fucking, these fucking cardboard. Oh, hold on. Hold the bus. I'm going to come back in. I forgot there was one more good luck, good piece of luck that happened on this shelf right here. You can see that 22-year-old Secret Highland, 52.1%, bottled June 2022. Apparently might be a Klein Leash, 22-year-old Klein Leash. Nose, fusty cardboard in your granny's attic. How can you go wrong? €200 it was retailing for, because I think it was for foreign markets. And a mate pinged me and said, is this a normal price? 51 quid? Bye. Did it. And fully expecting it to be cancelled. Because, no. But it wasn't cancelled. They shipped it. So I'm going to put here who did that. And because you've stayed to the end of the video, have a look on their site. Maybe there's other bargains, because I know there was a few North Stars that they put at really good prices and we were really impressed. But aye, let's end on that high note. Keep safe guys. Speak to you soon. Cheerio. Oh aye, and do me a favour. Can you like and subscribe, please? Thank you. Like and subscribe. Cheers.